Hello, hi. So, I've been watching a lot of sketchbook videos and a lot of art videos, and I found a channel which is Gilada Mediums. I don't know how to pronounce her name, I'm sorry if I did it wrong, but I got obsessed with her videos and the way she sketches and the way she does art. She draws a bunch of faces from imagination, and her faces are very unique. They are very beautiful in their uniqueness, and they have a lot of expression lines, and I just thought, damn, mine don't. So what can I do to get better at it? Then I continued to watch a lot of her videos. She talks a lot about drawing from imagination, and I am trying to draw more from imagination. I participated on Art Fight this year, and every drawing I did was from imagination. I'm doing another series of Barbie drawings, and I'm trying to do most of them out of imagination too. Some of them I'm using a few references. Not that there's a problem using references, it's just that I want to be able to draw without them as well. So I thought, how can I make my faces better? And I started watching a bunch of videos of the 100 Hats challenge, and it's complicated because I do think it's a challenge that is made to burn you out, but at the same time I do think if I get heads that are unique or different from what I usually do, or from Pinterest girls, you know, the ones we're always drawing, I might get better at it, because I also noticed I'm terrible with more masculine faces, older men especially, and people that have beards. I'm terrible with beards, and I wanted to actually learn how to do that. So I have this sketchbook. It's still closed. I don't know how to say this in English, but it's not open yet, basically. And it has 54 sheets of paper. And I thought, well, I can, that means there's 108 pages, right? I thought I can just do a page, and then it'll be a sketchbook just for the 100 Hats challenge. I know it is done usually in 10 days, 10 heads a day, but I'm not gonna do that because I will get burned out and I will get tired of it and want to give up. So we're doing this very slowly, very calmly, in a learning, nice, beautiful, gentle environment, you know? And I wanted to share this with you. I don't know if I'm gonna film every head that I do, but I will show all of them here, because I'm usually doing other stuff while I'm drawing, so it's a bit hard to always film it, but I still think, I hope it's going to help me. It's going to help me to do more types of faces, you know, because I usually do the same type of face. Like, I'm drawing Barbie, and I've done about 10 drawings, and Barbie has the same face. So I'm just doing a bunch of Barbie faces, and I'm getting used to it, and I don't want to get used to it. I want to be able to draw other things and other faces, and from imagination. And when I look at my current sketchbook, for example, all of the faces look the same, and I don't want that. I want them to be different. So I'm gonna try to achieve what I'm looking for, and, you know, get through this challenge. Okay, so let's start by opening this up, putting some stickers in it. I have an obscene amount of stickers. It's not even gonna fit in the camera, but it's basically this big ass drawer full of stickers. So let's start. I am very excited. Oh, I was gonna start. I'm very excited to start. I have been thinking about this for like weeks, and I didn't get into any conclusions, so the last few days I was just like, well, let's start this. Let's just do this and, you know, get this out of our head. How do I take this out? There we go. I usually glue these in the inside of the sketchbook, so I'm gonna do that. I just realized there's the phone shadow here, and I'm very sorry. I forgot to get a lamp to actually take that shadow off. So let's think about some stickers we can put in there. I watched Project Hail Mary, I think the day before yesterday. I don't have any stickers of them, but I do have some Ryan Gosling stickers. I might make some Project Hail Mary stickers myself because I really liked it. I didn't want to watch it, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not big into space things that aren't Doctor Who, but it was pretty good. It was pretty good. I wouldn't say it's one of my favorite movies, but it was fun, and sometimes that's enough. So let's put some Ryan Gosling there. This sticker is, let me see if I can show you. I cannot read that, but if you can, good for you. Please tell me in the comments. I'm gonna put him right here. I think Ken would love to be a Winx girl. Which Winx girl? This is by me. These are my stickers. They have glitter on them. I do think he would love to be either Stella or Bloom. I think Stella, because he would love to be a princess. Princess of Salaria. That's very Ken. I'll put Stella here. That sound is very nice. I don't know if you could hear it, but it was the sound of the sticker getting peeled off. I do have this, which is by a friend of mine. Here's the at. I think I'm gonna put Idiots to Lovers right here, or right here. This notebook, this sketchbook won't really have a theme. I think I'm just gonna put random ass stickers on it. Because I think it's fun to put random stickers sometimes. I have so many stickers, it's not even funny anymore. This is too much. Do we think Ken would read this flower? It's by another friend of mine. Yeah, I'm gonna put the flower there. I'm gonna show you later the amount of stickers that I have. It's just, this isn't okay, you know? There's a point. It gets to a point where it isn't okay anymore. Maybe I'll leave this to write 100 hats challenge. Or just 100 hats. Oh, I do think Ken would like Pooh and Piglet. Doing this based on Ken. Gonna put them here. This is completely random. It's completely random little sketchbook, but I like it. I'm gonna put some bees here too. A little bee here. And a little bee next to the flower. I think I'm gonna change this from a bee to a little sweet thing. these spool stickers don't have the at of the person that drew them. I have a bunch of sticker sheets by them though, because I got a bunch of them on an event. These are some of them, but I don't know their at. So if someone knows, please tell me. Please tell me. Sorry for the change in the camera angle. It's just that I forgot to write 100 heads. So I got this Faber-Castell acrylic marker. I don't think I've ever used it actually. I did start using it, but I didn't really like it. But let's see if it stays here on the cover. Right. Well, let's hope this works out. Okay, so let's do the first head together. I have a bunch of heads saved here on my iPad. I have some Smosh people, some actors, some people who I have no idea who they are. But I have way more than 100 heads here. So let's choose one that I feel most comfortable with. I think maybe someone from Smosh. You can try to look for other pictures. Oh, I think this one is cool. I'm gonna save it. From court. Maybe this Arasha. Okay, I think I'm gonna do this one, this Arasha. So I'm also gonna glue this here later and put the date that we started, so that we can put the date that we finished, put another sticker, so that it looks cute. Let's go. I also have to get used to the size of the sketchbook so that I know the size of the heads that I'm gonna be doing, because otherwise the heads will be either too small or too big. Also, sorry if my head is making a shadow. I just need to come to the front so that I can see the drawing from up, you know, not from down here. I've also been watching a lot of videos. I don't remember the name of her channel, but she's also doing the 100 heads challenge very slowly, you know, and she has a bunch of videos that are real time, and she talks while doing the heads challenge, and I think it's very fun to listen to her talk while she draws. So I'm gonna try to do that as well. She also puts no music in the background, which I think is very interesting, because I don't know, I always like silence in films. I think silence is an underutilized tool. So when we do have silence, I really appreciate it. I don't know if I'm going to use that though, you know, the silence. Just making something so that I can have an idea. Her arm to this side. She has this thing here. I do think it's fun to just watch people draw sometimes, you know. I think it's interesting to see how people have different processes to achieve the result of the done drawing, you know? Like, most people wouldn't start by the outfit as I'm doing, but I just like to make sure that the torso is also good before I go to the face, but I usually start with the whole body, and then I move to what I think will make more sense in my head. I don't know how to explain that, but especially drawing digitally, I usually do the whole base first. I think drawing traditionally, I change it every time because it really does depend on what I feel about the drawing and what I feel is important to show. So it's kind of painting the drawings. When I paint, they usually look so weird until I've done like the eyes. My nose is a little bit to the side. But I forgot what I was talking about. So it usually looks weird. I think it was about this. When I get to the eyes, you know, until I get to the eyes, I mean, because I don't know, sometimes it doesn't make any sense what I'm doing until I actually paint the eyes and see the full picture. So she has a half smile right here. She's so pretty too. I'm scared I'm not gonna be able to show how pretty she is. And I feel that with many people. Like, I have such a difficulty in painting or drawing Louis from Interview with the Vampire because I feel like Jacob is so pretty. I just fucked it up. No! Anyway, because Jacob is so pretty, and I don't know, I feel like sometimes I'm not able to actually express his beauty right in my drawings. Just like with my favorite characters, sometimes I have such high ideas, you know, for my favorite characters like Kaladin, that when I actually draw them, I hate it. I really do need to buy a smaller eraser. This might look a bit better. So what I was saying, I'm kind of a little bit afraid of drawing my favorite characters because I can't really, I feel like my drawing ability can't commit to their beauty, you know? So I just avoid drawing them. Sorry if I'm taking a lot of pauses while I speak, it's just that I am not used to actually talking while I draw because I'm usually either, well, I do talk. When I watch YouTube videos, I usually answer the people on the videos. Which might be a bit parasocial, you know, but I enjoy it. I feel like I have friends. I do have friends, it's just that I feel like I have friends with whom I don't have to hold up an actual conversation, you know? and that helps me a little bit. I can just, you know, being autistic is weird because even when I feel like I'm being myself, I still feel like I'm pretending to be someone to make other people feel more welcome, and so that I'm sure that they like me. I don't know how to explain this. It's a bit weird, but so when I'm just watching YouTube, you know, I can kind of just actually be myself, and since none of these people actually exist in my reality, not in my reality, yeah, like on my day-to-day life, you know, since they don't actually exist, I get to be myself because they're not gonna judge me because they have no idea who I am. And sometimes, you know, being autistic is about that. So she has her eyelashes. I do not think this looks like a Rasha, but let's keep on. I think her nose is a little bit longer. There's a few materials that I wanted to try out, which are mainly, like, I've never actually tried alcohol markers, you know, like, I've dabbled in it, but never actually, like, tried to blend them or something like that. So I think I would like to try that out as well. I think it must be fun, but also I'm scared I'm gonna absolutely hate the feeling of them on paper, like I do with charcoal. I hate using charcoal because of its texture in my hand, and also the way they feel on paper. I just hate it deeply. Let's do the hair and see if it gets, you know, slightly better. It's not a bad drawing, it just doesn't look like a Rasha. Which is kind of the point of me doing this. So I've been trying to bring more people to Smosh. And I've made both of my sisters watch the That's Not a Hat videos, and also a friend of mine, and they said they really like watching Smosh now. They watch it a lot. It's kind of become something that makes them feel comfortable enough to make them go to sleep, and I really like that. And then they get mad because they want to watch the video, not go to sleep. But I think that's cool. I like when I feel comfortable enough with a piece of media that I can just listen to it and, you know, fall asleep. I think that's nice. I know it's a bit weird, I think, to like these people so much because we don't know them, but I do think parasocial relationships are important sometimes. Not when you stalk them or anything like that, but just like, I don't know how to explain it. I do think Zach from the Try Guys talked a little bit about this, about being parasocial and how that's kind of okay when you're not, you know, stalking people in their real lives or anything like that. I think sometimes we just don't feel like we I think it's exactly what I said actually. We just don't feel like we can be ourselves with people in our real lives. So we need a little bit of help from people that we don't actually know to feel like we can try to be ourselves, you know? That's the whole thing I was gonna say. I'm sorry it took me so long. It's just that it does not look like a Rasha. It looks like, I think her face is too squished. Her eyes are, this eye is supposed to be a little bit up here. It does look like cartoony version of a Rasha, but not actually a Rasha. So let's try to bring this eye slightly up. So I do think this is kind of the point a little bit, you know. I think we just draw. I just draw the same person over and over when I get obsessed with them. So like, it's usually a character, and I just kind of unlearn how to draw other faces and other people. Like, does Arasha look like a Barbie? Yes, she absolutely does. But this looks too much like a Barbie face and not an Arasha face, you know? Because as I said before, I've been drawing a lot of Barbies. So I'm kind of used to making the same face over and over and over. And that's been, I think, very damaging to my actual art skills. This is not the best space to start, but maybe, you know what, we'll see an evolution from this. And then we'll see an evolution from this. Like, maybe we can start doing Arasha, and we can end it with Arasha as well. Since I have the other photo of her in the same outfit from the Summer Games videos. I think this will be more like this. Shit, I didn't get her chin right. It's a little bit more like this. I don't think it looks bad, I just think it looks a little bit too cartoony, but I think this is kind of what my style has developed into, and maybe that's why I'm trying so hard to not change it, but elevate it, you know? I really like my style and where I am right now. Especially, I can see it especially with the Barbie drawings I was talking about, but I feel, it's what I said, you know, I feel like all the faces kind of look the same, and I don't want that to happen. I also wanted to go back to drawing more with colored pencils, which I used to work with many years ago, and I just stopped. So I really wanted to go back. I'm not great at them, and I wanted to get better, and I think this might be a good exercise in color pencils and colors in general, you know? And faces, so we're gonna put a lot of challenges here. Just one challenge, which is supposed to be just draw faces. It's not going to. I think her forehead is also bigger than this. I just do that. And I'll start with the shadows. I'm not going to do such big shadows, even though this picture does have them, because since this is just one pencil, I think it's gonna look a little bit weird. Because I am not used to doing this yet, but I know I'll get used to them. But that's the thing about the 100 Heads challenge, right? Like, you just draw a head and then you move on. And I don't know how helpful that actually is, because I'm pretty sure, you know, drawing the same head over and over might be more helpful. But it might be more helpful for that person that you're drawing the head again and again and again, you know? But not for other people that have different types of heads, different types of faces, different wrinkles. I know I said I wanted to start doing older people and people with expression lines, and I picked Arasha, who is gorgeous, so not exactly the best example, but I think I wanted to start a little bit more on the comfortable side. You know, someone whose face I see a lot on my screen, so I kind of know some intricacies of it already, even though I can't necessarily draw them. But that's what this is for. So she has a little bit of a dent here in her chin, which is what I was trying to draw. And then here. I do talk a lot to myself, so I'm sorry if this is weird when I just stop talking to you when I start talking to myself. It's because I have that habit ever since I was little. I just talk to myself a lot, and you know, my family used to make fun of me for it, but I'm okay with it. It never actually bothered me that I talk to myself. Sometimes, you know, we're the only people that can actually understand what we're talking about. And that's okay. Like, I can't talk to anybody in my family about some of my interests because they'll just not understand. Like, if I just start talking about Smosh, they'll just be like, what? What are you actually talking about? And I'll have to explain everything to them. Like, I can't just start talking about The Chosen randomly one day, because they're just gonna ignore me, honestly. Or my little sister will just say, I don't want to know about it, and get out of the room. But I can talk to myself about The Chosen, and I'll listen to myself. You know? So that's, I think, one of the reasons that I talk to myself so much is because I'm kind of used to being one of the only people that share my interests, you know. Not necessarily all of them, because my friends do share many of my interests, but there are some friends that shared other interests that I don't talk to anymore, so it all depends. I think life is a great depends. We had this and this, and then this and this. Okay, that's right. So what are you guys watching or doing recently? I'm on vacation, which is why I decided to start this now as well, but I still have some art to do from a scholarship that me and my friends have, and I'm doing it kind of slowly, but I'm surely getting there. It's an animation, and it's a stop motion animation, and I've done the scenery already. Now I need to do the characters, but for that I need this little specific thing we call ballerinas here in Brazil. It's not its official name, it's just the way it's popularly called. At least I think it is popularly called. we called it that in my house. And so I need to get out and buy the ballerinas. And I think the problem is that the store, I live near a mall, but the store I need, we don't have in that specific mall, so I would have to go to another one. And I'm a very lazy person, especially when I'm on vacation, because I'm not really a getting out of my home type of person when I don't have to. We are pretty much done. I think there's a little light here on this part of her face that I completely ignored. Not on purpose. I'm gonna make this a little bit darker here. And then here. And I'm gonna put another color in a few places just so that it looks nice, I guess. Because I was drawing some Interview with the Vampire portraits in my sketchbook, and I realized I really like it when there's more than one color, and not necessarily a bunch of colors, you know? But I like a bunch of colors as well. It's just that when I'm doing a portrait that only has one specific color, I do not like another burst of color. Sorry, I have to stop myself from humming sometimes, especially when I'm in a public place. I hum a lot, I talk a lot to myself, and that's why it was good when I had to wear masks everywhere, because I could talk to myself or just sing quietly, and you know, no one would know because I was just moving my mouth. I wasn't actually saying anything. But there we go. It's a Russia. So what I said, I don't think it actually looks like a Russia. Just this part of her ears appearing. Let me get this round part of her face. But I do think it's a start for us. I have tried making the, let's see, purple, let's use blue. I have tried making the 100 hats challenge sometimes before, and I always give up, so I'm really looking forward to not giving up this time and actually making 100 hats, because the other times I tried making it in 10 days and I always gave up by like day 3. I didn't last long. I don't usually do. So I really hope this time I have a better control of myself and actually get through this, because I think it would be nice. I'm actually very excited for this. I'm not gonna do a bunch of heads today because I'm reading and I have guitar class, acoustic guitar, but maybe at night when I have to read 100 pages today at least, because I said to myself I'm gonna read 100 pages today so I have to do that now. But maybe I'm already on page like 70, so there's not that much left. But if I get bored, I can just draw heads, you know? I'm also watching Drag Race. I'm watching the finale of the new All-Star season. one with crystal and the Kyria and silky and stuff. So while I'm watching it, I'm probably gonna draw as well. But I usually watch it on my phone, so that's the reason I can't really film every head. That I draw. Just putting some final details here. I do think these videos are fun because I usually watch them and I draw along. And I really like it because I don't feel like I am drawing alone, you know? Which is cool sometimes as well. Sometimes you just want a little bit of company. I do have some golden pens. Maybe I should. No, I'm not gonna put any gold in here. Just gonna put a little green. I saw someone saying that, I don't remember who, that green was always a good way to feel like you've got something golden going on. And I haven't tried that yet, but I will. Her eye again. Let's see if I can. His eye has a large iris. I was not supposed to make it that large, I'm sorry. It's just that I kept erasing it and erasing it, and now it looks very big. It looks like a ginormous eye. I think it's a little bit better now, right? I think so. I think I'm done. Let me just soften this a little bit. Sorry about the random accent as well. Sometimes when I'm talking to myself in English, I do accents. It's not really something that I do consciously. I just realize I'm randomly doing it sometimes. Let's see. Is this one here? I think that's good. Just checking if there's anything else. But I think that's it. I think her face is a little bit too tiny. Like it's compressed vertically. I think maybe we should, you know, expand it on the next picture. Be careful not to do the face so compressed. Be it a little more, you know, and her eyes are a little bit too big. But I think it's good that we know this. Let me just put a little asterisk. Eyes are too big. Face. stretched. Other than that, I think it looks cool. I'm gonna do a little background here, a green background. Just because it looks cool with purple. So this is how the finished drawing looks. We've done our first head. Oh my god. I need one. Yay! 99 to go. Oh my god. So that was the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm still figuring out how, here's the the drawing from afar. I'm still figuring out how to film videos for YouTube. It's me, it's the same day, I just got my hair up, but I'm immediately seeing a lot of faults with this drawing that I think I can make better in the next one. And going back to what I was talking about before, sorry, I'm still figuring out how to make videos for YouTube because it's hard, it's weird. I do think I draw weird when I'm filming myself. I think my drawings are better when I'm not under a pressure of posting them on social media, but you know, we'll get used to it and I'll learn how to better film these videos when we go getting along. But that's it for today. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I know it was a very calm video in a way, but it's because I'm enjoying calm videos as well as chaotic ones. But I think since I'm still starting, I'm still a bit scared, you know, of putting myself out there on the internet. We do have to remember that what goes on the internet lives forever. But I'll get there. I will get there, and you'll get there with me, and we'll do this together, you know. But anyway, I hope you liked the video. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.